Hey you guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday. I have wet hair right now, and that is because you know how I always say I always go on these luxurious trips and I'm invited and I never really have to like pay for it. Like it's just a free vacation, luxurious vacation. Well, that's where I will be going um after I film this. That's why I have a full glam face, but I have not gotten to this yet, which does not matter because you guys, I have something exciting today. I'm going to be talking about how um you are going to manifest through whatever circumstance you have and how you're going to conquer it. I know that's a huge question I get in my one-on-ones and just even here in general. Also, what is exciting is I'm going to do a little money activity towards the end of the video because today I don't want the whole video to be about money. It's going to be about anything you're manifesting: relationship, love, marriage, opportunities, work, everything, and how you're going to conquer any circumstance that has shown up and you feel lost. And I'm going to be doing an exercise with you. Like I promised, I don't know if you saw my jackpot win, but in that video I promised I will do something in a longer YouTube video to for you to manifest more money, a large sum of money. So stay tuned because it will be including actual money. Okay, so stay tuned towards the end. We'll do that towards the end. How is everyone's Friday so far? I love the vibe right now. If you have not had a great one so far, it's getting better. It is literally getting better after you watch this video. Also know, you guys, just like how I mentioned before, circumstances do not matter. Like I know a lot of circumstances that like happen, it seems like it's just such a huge bump in the road that you're not going to get through it, but I don't want you to think that way. I've gone through it. I've literally gone through crazy circumstances that I felt like, oh my god, this broke me. Like I'm not going to get what I want. Like I'm not mentally like stable enough right now to change this story within and to change my outcome in the 3D. Like it's just not going to happen. So I've had those days. I'm telling you right now, it is not the end. It is just the middle. And a lot of the times, listen to this carefully because it's very, very true. A lot of times, these things come up for you to actually double down on your self-concept, for you to actually take your power seriously. If this resonates with you, comment down below. I know I was someone like that it was almost like I was taking the hits and I was not even changing as much as I should, not even utilizing my power as much as I should until circumstances were way too painful and I had to wake up and finally choose me. And I see that happen so much with my clients. Like they come to me after multiple times of going through like a few things at once. Like it's like it happened, something happened, they didn't take it seriously, they didn't change their story, they didn't work on self-concept or their inner world. So another thing happened because they focused on that one thing, and then another thing happened, and then finally they're like, you know what, I'm tired of how my life is going, I'm tired of what's showing up, I need to change it now, and I'm gonna be serious about it because I love myself and I deserve what I deserve, right? You guys, my hair is not, I don't think I've ever been on a video with you guys with my hair being like this, but please don't mind it. It is what it is. You just listen to my wisdom, okay? And you just apply it because that's what's important. I forgot to say, get your drinks, get your snacks, you guys. Like I said, I've been into like matcha like crazy lately. So cheers. Cheers to a great weekend. Cheers to you getting everything you want. Cheers to you getting the movement. Cheers to you getting the wisdom. Cheers to you leveling up, getting the money, getting everything. Okay. I had a client this week, you guys. She literally manifested $200,000 from work. I've had many clients like this, actually, and it's crazy because a lot of us don't think about that. A lot of you don't think that that is a possibility, like stocks from work, right? The same client manifested that much money from work that she can cash out. Also, she literally went from no contact to contact with her SP. And what's crazy was the day I was talking to her, Focus Creates, the day I was talking to her, that day I go back to one of my, I believe it was one of my shorts. If you guys don't check out my shorts, check them out. It's literally like a minute quick reminder that wakes you up and keeps you on track. Under one of my shorts, another client, I don't even know, I didn't recognize the name because it was like a nickname, but another client under my shorts, after I was focused on my one-on-one client, she said that after 6 months of no contact, she got back into communication with her SP by watching these videos. So Focus Creates, if you're watching, I hope that resonates, you guys, but you can literally go from no contact to contact. You can go from friends with benefits to commitment. You can go from non-consistent like behavior to consistent behavior. And a lot of the times you probably think you can't because there are circumstances involved, whether that is a third party, whether they're too into their work, they're workaholics, and you know they're not prioritizing anyone but their work. Whatever the circumstance may be, I want to give you a few tips on it. For those of you who have trouble when circumstances arise, one thing that should be the first thing for you to focus on is we shift in that moment from the circumstance to a reminder. We are reminding ourselves in that moment, how does the law work again? How does my focus create again? What? Let's go over that for a second, right? So how does the law work? My focus will create more of what I'm focused on, and that will determine more success or more rejection or more failure or more being chosen or not being chosen. That's number one reminder. Literally write that down because you will be surprised how many people do not do that. When a circumstance arises, all you think about is the circumstance. You don't think about how the law works. You don't think about how things can go in your favor. You literally think about the problem. And guess what? You cannot solve the problem by constantly thinking about the problem. Focusing on the solution, focusing on the end result, focusing on how wonderful would it be if is going to fix the problem, but not focusing on the problem. Okay, so number one thing we're gonna do when you feel lost in a circumstance and you feel like nothing's going your way is reminding ourselves of how this law works. My thoughts, beliefs, assumptions create. My focus creates. I don't care what anyone says. I always say this in all my videos. I don't care what anyone says. Your focus creates. It just, from my personal experience and from coaching thousands and thousands of you, it never ceases to amaze. Like just the other day, literally the other day, you guys, I had one thought. And this is also, if you're someone that thinks you must live in the end and you must believe for something to create, that is not true. Living in the end is just another form of manifestation. It's another technique, living in the end, okay? But it is not a requirement to live in the end. And I'll tell you why. The other day, all I thought about, because I have these to-do lists, okay? I'm going to give you the backstory so you know what I'm talking about. I ordered these from Amazon because I love to write everything down, whatever I need to do. And they have like little check marks. I don't know if you can see. And then you just check it off, right? So the other day I was thinking, these are big notepads. I wonder if there's Post-its with to-do list on it, like how it says right here. I've never seen one before. Okay. So I've never seen one before. I wasn't thinking of visualizing one. I literally just was thinking, I wonder if there's a smaller little Post-it note that says to-do list on top and has little lines on the bottom. Okay, so you could like stick it on your computer or laptop or whatever. What happens? Literally the next day, I'm scrolling through Instagram and an ad. Sorry, it wasn't even an ad. I follow people that post like random stuff for sale, like influencers that post random stuff for sale. And in one of the stories, guess what it was? Little sticky notes with to-do list on it, written on it in neon colors. Like, this is why I'm saying you do not have to believe it all the time to manifest it, and you do not have to live in the end if you cannot, okay? I was not living in the end about that Post-it note. I was not imagining myself writing on that Post-it note and it being stuck to my computer. I was not doing any of that. But lo and behold, the next day, I got access to what I was thinking of and being able to order it, being able to have it, having access to it. For once in my life, I actually saw what it looks like. I never had searched it up. I'm sure this is so dumb and random to some of you, but it's just the things that have to happen for me to see it. You know what I mean? Like, I had to go on my phone and scroll at that moment. I had to scroll enough for that person's story to pop up because I didn't know who would be posting that. And it did. And I didn't miss the story. I was on time. I saw it. And I had access to buying what I imagined a day before. I didn't even imagine. I just thought, this on this. That's it. Why I'm telling you this is because a lot of people get hung up on that. A lot of people get hung up on, oh my God, I need to imagine detail for detail. I need to live in the end, detail for detail. I need to believe. And if I don't believe, then I'm doing this incorrectly. No, you are not. No, you are not. Focus creates, was my point. Focus creates. Now that we know, that creates, okay? When a circumstance is presented to you, and a circumstance could be anything. It could literally be you being annoyed of your person not conforming yet. And there's a reason for that. Let's say your person's not conforming yet because there's a third party. Let's say your person's not conforming yet because they have other priorities. Maybe it's work, maybe it's a family thing, maybe issue, whatever it is, okay? These are circumstances, and what we tend to do is tend to look at the problem, okay? You're looking at the problem and you're thinking about the problem, which you're focusing on the problem. Oh, this thing, this one thing is the thing that I can't get through to him. This one thing is the thing that's not allowing me to be with my SP. This one thing is the thing that's not allowing me to get the money I want. That focus in a lack state, because you're coming at it from a problem point of view, guess what you're inviting? What you're really telling your subconscious in that moment is, hey, subconscious, I have a huge bump in the road, and I can't stop looking at that huge bump in the road, and I think that huge bump in the road is going to prevent me from getting what I want, so I need to do everything to fix that bump in the road. And all subconscious mind hears is bump in the road, bump in the road, bump in the road. Okay, no problem. You want more bumps in the road? Here's more bumps in the road. That is the issue. That is the issue. So what you do to avoid this and get everything you want. Number one, we are not focusing on the problem. We are focusing on, sorry, that's not number one. That's number two. We are focusing more solution-based. We are focusing more on how wonderful would it be. If you're a Neville fan, you know that line. How wonderful would it be? What does this do? This causes you to shift in your mindset to go from off the problem onto a solution. So that's your number two tip. Number one tip was, number one, we are reminding ourselves of how this law works. Again, you will be very surprised how you miss that part when you're focused on a problem, when you're focused on a circumstance. That is not your go-to thought. Your go-to thought is, how do I fix a problem? So your go-to thought from now on going forward, you are training your mind to focus on, how does the law work? Okay, great reminder. I remember how the law works. Now we're focusing on the solution. Okay, a simple way to focus on the solution, again, is how wonderful would it be if we are going with our mind to a different scenario rather than what's present now. The more you go to that, actually, how the hell can this work out for me? Let's focus on that. How can this work out for me? Let's visualize. How can this work out for me? Let's have a conversation between that person of it going well. That's another technique. How can this work out for me is a question you can answer in that moment. That will be shifting your focus. You conversating with that person in a solution way, what you want to hear, that inner conversation, is another way to shift your focus. There are so many ways. You could do a brain dump. You could literally get your journal out and literally let out what's bothering you, and then go to, how nice would it be? Script it out, let it out, detox it out. As you do this, and you may have to do this multiple times a day, you may have to do this multiple times a week. As you do this, your brain is now taking the order from you, that subconscious, okay, I got the order. I no longer will present similar problems. I will present solutions for this person. Subconscious mind is always listening. Always, 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 always listening. That's why your self-talk needs to be worked on. If you're someone that's always, okay, this is number 3 tip. Self-talk needs to be worked on, especially when it comes to circumstances. If you're always talking about how much of a failure you are, how it's so hard, the guys you want don't want you, the women you want don't want you. If you're always talking about how it's so hard to get money, you're never getting the bonus, the raise, whatever, the opportunities are so hard for you to grasp, your mind is again listening to you. Your self-talk, you're pretty much with your self-talk giving orders again to your subconscious mind. And guess what? Sooner or later, the more you beat the drum of it, you're going to see it in your reality. That's why this is also another thing to help you conquer and get to your manifestation. Conquer those circumstances and get to your manifestation finally, you know? So please, challenge for this weekend. You are taking all of that into consideration, and we are applying all of that. Okay. Also, you guys, self-concept course to help you with this stuff. Master Your Mind, Manifest Your SP course, remove the third-party course, the EFT tapping course, all of that. You have seen my shorts. You have seen my community posts of all the client emails, how successful they are. Instead of comparing to them and saying, oh, mine hasn't come yet. Again, that's self-talk, right? So if you guys do need help with any of my guided courses, links are going to be in the description box down below. Comment below, email us. They're amazing. I created those like in a way where I would want to, like, if I were to buy a course, I would want to work on it in that way. That's how I created it. Okay, are you guys ready for the money exercise? All right. So I got all this. This is real money, by the way. I got this for this video specifically because I don't just have this laying around, you know, on the couch. I want you to picture something, okay? I want you to picture all of this being for you, okay? So this is a form of visualization. I'm sure you've heard a lot of people say, I've even said it in videos, count the money you have. Feel it in your hand. Imagine it, smell it. Neville talks about this too, right? He talks about the tennis ball. Like, think of a tennis ball. Focus on how fuzzy it will be or how it feels or how hard it is, right? And sooner or later, like, I don't know what the story was. He manifested a tennis ball, or you will manifest a tennis ball. I haven't read that little story in such a long time. I don't even remember. So this is for you. Take a deep breath in. We're taking a deep breath in. This is your money. You manifested it. Stacks and stacks of money. This is yours. Here's 10K. Here's 5K. Here's another 10K for you. This is yours. This is your money. Manifest it. I'm manifesting it for you. This is all for you. You have access to this. You have access to large sums of money. You are not the exclusion. Abundance is yours. Repeat it with me, okay? I am abundant. I am abundant. Large sums of money come my way. Large sums of money always come my way. I get to deposit large sums of money in my bank account. I'm always counting more and more and more and more money. The more I spend, the more comes to me. The more I spend, the more I receive. Every time I spend $1, I get 100 times back. I get 1,000 times back. Repeat all that this weekend, okay? Visualize this. Visualize this. And if you're going to the casino, visualize this. This is yours. I'm just keeping it tight for you right now, okay? Do you see how I hope that felt good to you guys? I hope that scene just now of me handing it over to you, I hope you keep it in your mind. Okay, this was a form of visualization. You can literally do this with whatever you got at home. You can put videos on and watch it. You could watch people winning it, anything. But just let it be fed to your mind. Let it be fed to your mind, okay? And pause the video, go back to it, watch it as many times as you need to. I intend, you guys, I literally intend this weekend you experience that and you receive it. That was like the whole purpose of this. Because in when I won my jackpot and I made a video about it, a lot of people were like, let's do that exercise. So that's why I wanted to do it. If you feel really good right now and excited to manifest, comment down below. And I intend to hear good news from you guys in next Friday's video, or maybe even in this. Come back to this video and leave a comment of how well things go, okay? They're gonna go really good. I love you guys. I intend each and every one of you experiences whatever it is that you're manifesting and all your desires. I love, 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 love you. If you guys need one-on-one coaching with me, if you need any of the courses, links are going to be in the description box. If you need help getting on a wait list or getting times, email us. I know I'm always booked up, but a lot of you guys do a great job in manifesting a session or a cancellation. You got this. I love you. I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. May you have an amazing weekend this weekend, okay?